Hello friends, today I am going to reveal some true facts of anger management. But first of all, I request you to please share and subscribe my channel for getting my informative true facts videos uninterrupted. Now, anger management. What is anger? Anger is a basic human emotion that is experienced by all people. Typically triggered by an emotional hurt, anger is usually experienced as an unpleasant feeling that occurs when we think we have been injured, mistreated, opposed in our long-held views, or when we are faced with obstacles that keep us from attaining personal goals. I am going to repeat this. Typically triggered by an emotional hurt, anger is usually experienced as an unpleasant feeling that occurs when we think we have been injured, mistreated, opposed in our long-held views, or when we are faced with obstacles that keep us from attaining personal goals. Anger is completely normal, usually healthy, human emotions. But when it gets out of control and turns destructive, it can lead to problems. Problems at work, in your personal relationship, and in the overall quality of your life. And it can make you feel as though you are at the mercy of an unpredictable and powerful emotion. This anger can be caused by both external and internal events. You could be angry at a specific person, such as a co-worker or supervisor, or even a traffic jam, a cancelled flight, or your anger could be caused by worrying or brooding about your personal problems. Memories of traumatic or encouraging events can also trigger angry feeling. How does the body react to anger? Anger doesn't make the blood boil or your eyes see red, but it does causes certain changes in the body. It causes certain changes in the body. Here is what happens. I'm going to explain to you. Adrenaline and other chemicals pour into the bloodstream. The heart pumps faster at the time of your anger. Blood pressure rises at the time of your anger. Blood flow quickens. Muscle tense. In other words, the body shifts into higher gear, generating energy needed for action. Learn how this energy can work to your advantage or disadvantage. Failing to deal with your anger may lead to health problems, tensions, accidents, interpersonal problems. Uncontrolled anger can be dangerous. Remember, uncontrolled anger can be dangerous. It may lead to crime, abuse, more violent behavior. It is important to understand anger because the way you express it can be helpful. Anger can be helpful also. That venting anger can get you fired up so you can overcome obstacles and achieve goals. The venting angle, I'm going to repeat this. It is helpful when venting angle can get you fired up so you can overcome obstacles and achieve goals. And harmful when you ignore anger or express it in a negative way, it can hurt you and others. How does anger affect relationships? Anger can result in domestic violence. People who are around the angry person tend to shut down in order not to anger that person. Others get their feelings hurt. Other people become defiant, become indifferent, avoid you, or lose respect for the angry person. Anger management does not involve getting rid of all anger, but using anger to enhance your life. We can look at the purpose of anger in both a positive and a negative way. Anger management, the positive aspect of anger are that you have increased energy, are able to communicate your feelings, able to solve your problems, and can take charge of the situation. I am going to repeat this. The positive aspect of anger are that you have increased energy and are able to communicate your feelings, able to solve your problems, and can take charge of the situation. Anger management, when you are angry, that you can have disruptions of your thinking, unnecessarily defend yourself, become aggressive and become known as an angry person. Anger management would be seen then as increasing the positive aspect or functions of anger and decreasing the negative functions of anger. The goal of anger management is to reduce both your emotional feeling and the physiological arousal that anger causes. You cannot get rid of or avoid the things or the people that can enrage you, nor can you change them, but you can learn to control your reactions. How to deal with angry feeling effectively? Identify the emotional baggage from childhood issues. Identify stressors and learn stress management techniques and relaxation skills. Take steps to establish a real communication skills. Learn to state your true feelings. Learn to recognize your body's reactions to anger. Attempt to see things from the other person's perspective. The following are some tips to prevent control on anger. I am going to give you some tips. The key to anger reduction is knowing yourself. The key to anger reduction is knowing yourself. Do important job now before they become urgent. Do important job now before they become urgent. When you make mistakes, learn from them rather than getting angry. When you make mistakes, learn from them rather than getting angry. Don't criticize, condemn and complain because it makes you angry. Don't criticize, condemn and complain because it makes you angry. Learn to say no. It is important. Learn to say no. Choose a job you love and you will not have a day of anger in your working life. Most problems are really the absence of idea. Think ahead, anticipate, do it or get it done. Even if second best, you will be less angry. Organize your mind and organize your desk for 5 minutes every hour. Organize your mind and organize your desk for 5 minutes every hour. Accept what you cannot change and change what you cannot accept. Accept what you cannot change and change what you cannot accept. Say sorry at the right moment to reduce the anger of others. For every 10 minutes you are angry, you lose 600 seconds of happiness. A little pot soon hot. Never get angry with a man who has nothing to lose. It is important. Never get angry with a man who has nothing to lose. The most common occupational disease of a poor executive is inability to listen. The result is anger. The most common occupational disease of a poor executive is his inability to listen. The result is anger. Never reply to a letter, email when you are angry. Never reply to a letter, email when you are angry. Nobody can disgrace us other than ourselves. So why get angry? Why get angry? Never go to bed with an argument unsettled. Never go to bed with an argument unsettled. Expectations breeds frustration. Frustration breeds anger. Work is the best remedy for all angers. Men who do not know how to fight anger die young. Indecision makes you angry. Therefore, decide this way or that way. If all else fails, lower your standards to make you less angry. You cannot change others as easily as you can change yourself. It is important. You cannot change others as easily as you can change yourself. Do not just catch your employees or your children doing wrong things. It will make you angry. Catch them doing right things. Catch them doing right things. Most people remember 20% of what they hear, understand this factor to reduce your anger. Now go to when you're angry and upset, remember 1, 2, 3 total. This is important. 1. Go inside yourself. Think before you act. Take a time out. 1. Go inside yourself, just like turtle. Think before you act and take a time out. 2. Second, take 3 deep breaths. Time to relax and calm yourself down. Time to relax and calm yourself down. 3. Walk away. Then think of a good solution. 3. Walk away. Think of a good solution. Finally, control your anger before it controls you. Control your anger before it controls you. Anger is one letter short of danger. Remember, anger is one letter short of danger. In my next video, I will show more information of anger management. Thanks.